me? All the best in life for free, so why not me? Why not me? Never did I have to ask the sun to shine on me, hey, to shine on me. Okay,
I've grown up in the hair business saying like my grandmother, my mom, my aunt. My mom told me when I was little, like in a carrier, maybe a few months old, she used to sit me on the shop counter. And so I basically grown up watching them do different styles and playing with dogs and stuff, so it's a passion that I really have. I took dual enrollment, so like a teacher from here, Central Georgia Tech, would come to the high school, and then we would go with like a science classroom, and we learned, the basics, kind of like how cosmetology got started back in like ancient times, and then we also learned how to shampoo hair and do nails. We get a variety of clients. Mainly they're older women who've been coming here some have been coming for almost 30 years. Yeah, and so they get roller sets, and some of them like it big and teased, like old fashioned, and some of them like for the curls to fall and look natural. They're pleasant though, because they've been coming for so many years and they know we're students, so they don't give us a hard time. We do have one regular male client. His name is Randall. He was a veteran, and so he comes and gets a haircut. But not all males do a lot of things when it's a bunch of women. So he gets a haircut, and his hair is long in the top, and he just gets like one braid. Of course, I took classes in high school, so I give myself, that was in 2016, and I've been practicing hair since then. It's 2019 now, so coming up on 3 years. I actually work in a salon, my grandmother's salon as well. So along with in-school experience, I also get out-of-school experience with everything that I do in the salon.
All the best in life for free, so why not me? So why not?
So the assignments aren't super hard. We go to the classroom before we come down here, so you learn everything in the classroom, how to do everything. They prepare you to come down here. So when you get the assignments, it's not hard to do them. It's just a matter of getting the entire task sheet completed. Oh, now my favorite thing, I really like color. Now I do like blow drying and straightening, but I really like color because it's kind of, you never know how it's gonna turn out. But if you do the right steps, you can do something super beautiful. So I kind of like just playing with color and seeing what color this will turn or what color that will turn. So yeah, color is like a really cool thing.
I thought about joining for a long time, but what really set me into joining the program was I worked in a salon. It was called Fusion, and I was just front desk, and I would just go around the stylists and ask them questions like, why did you do that? Or what made you do this? And what made you want to mix that? And they were just like, Alexis, just go to school and figure it out. The task sheet is counted for everything. So like when you do a client and you do something that's on your task sheet, it gets counted towards your task sheet. But yes, you still have to do your task sheet while you have clients. So say you do your client, you put her under the dryer, you go do a task. And then you go back to your client, finish up, and if you have time to do another task, then you do another task. Updo, shampoo, blow dry, flat irons, perms, a lot of perms, haircuts, everything you learn in the classroom, you bring it here and you just practice, practice, practice. The most enjoyable thing, I think, is learning new skills. I like to learn new things to be more versatile when I get out, and do things on my own. So I like haircuts a lot. I don't think I'm very good at them. That's why I like learning them. But besides haircut, hair color, of course, is probably the easiest and the most versatile as well, because you get to choose colors and styles of how you do it. And then styling it is also a part of the excitement of finishing your like overall look. So hair cutting and hairstyling are probably my favorites. My first impression of school it was just gonna be super easy, and this was just gonna be cake, and the hair world is nothing. Completely wrong in the first week of school. We have to learn anatomy, we gotta learn chemistry, we have to learn the shape of the head, we gotta learn so many things that I never expected to learn in hair school. So I thought I was going to drown. So that was my first impression. But then I just studied and I learned things that I didn't think I was gonna get. I practice, and now it's becoming second nature, as it should. Now I'm not perfect how I want to be or anywhere near how other stylists are, but I think seeing that it was super hard in the beginning and how it is now, it's just gotten a lot better with experience and learning from other classmates and then asking your instructor. So I think it's gotten a lot easier from how I started. And then it's like, it's not just hair. You got facials, you gotta learn the bones of the face, and then you gotta, you do hand massages and scalp massages, and you gotta know what's here and here and here and here, and you're just like, okay, you really wanna do this, you gotta learn it. So just your drive, I guess, to do what you love to do, and if you don't love it, then you'll figure it out. I mean, it's nice to have somebody, the whole time. But it's also cool to meet new people. Like, there's people in here that, like, we instantly clicked as friends that I didn't know until May. But I wish I would have known in high school. What I think about when I work on clients is not to show my facial expression. Just to be careful with my face, because it is aggravating, it is annoying. They ask for stuff that you just don't think about. Why would you get this and then get this, and then why do you need 5 services at once? And I'm just gotta sit there and just think about your facial expressions, and you just gotta be polite. Say, okay, well, this is what I gotta do, and you go for it. And that's what I've learned, just to save my face and have a smile, do what I need to do, and if it takes 4 hours, it takes 4 hours. If it takes 30 minutes, it takes 30 minutes.
I mean, I've always really been interested in like doing hair and stuff like that. My mom did my hair when I was growing up, and she always came up with cute braids and stuff like that. And then I started getting into like the trends of the multicolor hair and the bright colors, and I just think that's really pretty, and that's stuff like that I like, and I like to make other people feel like they're beautiful on the outside as much as on the inside. My mindset is to give them the best quality of work, no matter how much time it may take me. But of course, I don't want to take too much of their time, so I just want them to feel like better than they did when they came in about themselves when I finish with them. I don't want it too long because that takes too much time, but with short hair, I feel like you don't get as many options as you would with like a medium long hair. And of course, it depends on what you're doing too, like style or cut or color, like chemical stuff with long hair, that is a nightmare. It takes a long time. I love the classes now. Like, they're good, they're fun. You actually get to make some tips and stuff, so that's pretty nice. We make a little bit of money while we're doing this. Not much, but like a couple bucks here and there. So it's kind of like we're getting real world experience, like for real. So it's really good learning. Daily routine is kind of tricky because we have like a weekly kind of thing that we can do. So Monday and Wednesdays we have task sheets basically that we do like all day. That's all we worry about. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays though, we have clients that come in, so we can't work on our task sheets when they come in, we have to work on them. So other than that, like as long as we don't have a client or anything like that, we just work on our tasks that we have to do. All the task sheets are different. So like they've been getting progressively, I wouldn't say more difficult, just a lot more work to do.
Call me lover boy.
Like, would I prefer a big company job or a small company job? Honestly, it depends on money and hours, because I'm more so, like, I don't need a job or anything like that. This is just something that I enjoy doing and that I want to do. So as long as the money's right, the time, like the hours are right, and location, of course, it doesn't really matter to me either way. Advice for new coming cosmetology students would be to save their money and make sure that they have plenty so they can buy all of their supplies that they're going to need. Like mannequins specifically, they're going to need a lot of mannequins, like probably close to 10, if not more, for their entire degree path. But don't give up and work hard. That's really best advice I can give them.
To be honest, I kind of didn't really know I wanted to do it at first. I was actually going to go for nursing, and I was getting my hair done one day and she said to try it, so here I am. And I love it. All of my clients are awesome. Like, I love every single one of them. There's a few that I kind of want to just kind of kick out the door every once in a while, but most of my clients are amazing. Like, I love working on color. I love doing anything hair, haircuts, hair color. And another thing I really like doing is waxing. I know a lot of people don't like doing waxing, but I love waxing. Of course, perms, but I'm trying to be different than everybody else. So, because I've only heard perms. So, surprisingly, shampooing, because it hurts. Like, you're always bending over, you're always like arching your back. So shampooing, if you have a lot of shampoos in a day, it's rough. You're hovering over that bowl and it's like low, so you're having to bend over and then you're having to scrub. So it's, I don't know, it's just hard on your back and your feet. I don't really have a preference, kind of short because it's easy and it's quick, but now don't give me some hair that's down to your butt because that takes a really long time. I mean, if it's a good before and after picture, that's fine. I'm actually in a salon. I'm an apprentice. I work at Southern Accent, and I literally leave almost straight from here and go straight to the next salon. And normally on like Tuesdays and Thursdays, I don't get off till about like 8 o'clock at night. So it's a long day, but it's okay because I love my clients. Working in a salon, you can like kind of make your own schedule. After I leave here, I normally go straight there, or I go let my dog in for like an hour. But I normally go straight there, and I have probably about 2 or 3 colors a day. If not, I have like 1 color and a few haircuts. It's starting to get a lot busier, so there's a lot more clientele. My goals, I would love to have my own place in about 5 years. That's my all-time like goal. That's what I really want. Salon drama is terrible. When there's 15 girls all in there at one time, it's not fun. And that has just motivated me to want to be out by myself. When I have my clientele built up to like a very good clientele base, I would love to have my own place. When I first got here, there was only 3 of us in shampooing. I was very quiet. I didn't really know what to say, who to talk to, because there's only 3 of us. So there's only 2 other people for me to talk to in the class. But we were kind of all in it together, so we just kind of pushed through it. When you have to walk down here probably 100 times from the other classroom to get your shampooing done. You learn how to take the cheap way out. For anybody that's coming into the cosmetology world or school or whatever, work smarter, not harder. Because you're gonna work your butt off, yes, but if you find the easy way out of things, which is not a terrible thing to do, you will get a lot more done and be able to, for example, when you're in the real salon and you have 3 different colors processing at the same time, if you can practice that here and not just do one thing at a time, do it. A warning I would say is be careful who you trust, because your stuff is always out. You're always letting people borrow your stuff. So just be careful who you trust. The task sheets are easy if you work smarter, not harder. There's a lot on them sometimes. It just depends on your work ethic. If you have a good one, then you can get it done faster. If you don't, then good luck. No, I would not want to work for a company because you do not have as much leniency as you would with working for yourself. And I'm lucky enough to have a boss right now who is very lenient, and I can just basically take off whenever. I can come in whenever. A lot of the franchises are not like that. They're gonna want you to be there hourly, and I want a family one day, so I don't wanna have to do that.
I've just always loved doing hair. I used to pin my brother down when we were younger and try to do his, even though it was a lot shorter than yours is now. And so my mom stopped me from doing that and got me little mannequin heads. And ever since then, I've just loved doing hair. So when I found I could in high school, I got into it. I like helping people feel better. Because if I can help someone feel better about themselves, I'm going to. Color is one of my favorite things to do because there's a bunch of possibilities. Like you can bring someone to a natural color, you can bring them to bright pink if they feel like it. And the unnaturals are my favorite ones. The unnaturals is just anything that's not like a natural hair color. So like blues, pinks, greens, purples, all that. I hate doing men's haircuts. I hate them. I did my first one over the summer when we first started this class, and my boyfriend came in, and he's a very joking person, and I couldn't get the line to blend out in his hair, and he just kept teasing me, making fun of me, and it made me really upset. I don't like doing men's haircuts because I always see those lines, and I'm a perfectionist, and I don't want them there, but I can't get rid of them. Well, you always want to make them look their best. And that's what I try to do. I want to help them feel better about themselves. But I always go off of what they tell me to do. And if what you tell me to do doesn't end up being what you wanted, in the end I still did what you wanted me to do. It just didn't come out right in your head. I've worked in 2 salons as an assistant, which is just doing shampooing, styling, and mixing color and stuff like that, but not as much as some of the other people in this class. I have friends who let me do their hair, but that's about it. Mentality is a lot when it comes to doing work, and if you keep telling yourself oh, I'm not gonna finish this, I'm not gonna finish this, you're not going to be able to. And so you really had to come in and get straight to work. There was no sitting around, there was no talking, there was no being on your phone. You had to get it done. And if you don't get as far as you want to one day, you can't just say oh, I'm not gonna finish now. You have to make up for it. You have to be in the right state of mind. The whole end goal with this degree and then the one I'm getting from my other school is to open and manage my own salon and have other people do the work for me. My advice to incoming freshmen is to buy 27 mannequin heads. Not 27 exactly, but a good, decent number. When you buy your the kit from the school, you get 1. And that 1 is fine when your first class is, shampooing and all you're doing is shampooing and everything. But as soon as you get to cutting, you have like 50, 60 some cuts you have to do on one mannequin. And the hair doesn't grow back. So you're sitting there and you're taking off like the tiniest bit and it's just getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And soon the hair's like up to here and you can't do anything with it. Buy mannequin heads. Don't slack off. Like get your work done. Don't take everything personally, because like there's gonna be some clients that no matter what you do won't like you. But yeah, like so just don't take everything personally. Do what you can, make them happy, get them out of your chair. Definitely like ask for help if you don't know how to do something. Because like if you don't know how to do something and you tell someone, oh, I can do that, but you're not totally sure how, it's going to mess you up. Don't do more than you can. Don't say you can do more than you actually can.